Hello, do you hear me? Do you see me? Who could imagine a year ago that this will become the most representative phrases for any company in 2020? I think absolutely nobody. And this is exactly what I want to tell you about in my speech. About an unknown and unpredictable world in constant change, about companies that are developing at the same pace as reality, and most importantly, about how difficulties can unite people, even more than before. My name is Elena Naumenko. I'm the General Manager of Philip Morris Moldova, and today I'm very happy to share with you my thoughts and emotions regarding how to shape culture in our agile world. When I moved to Moldova in December last year, I couldn't imagine that just in several months we will be working mostly from home. That the most wanted accessory will be actually this one. And overall, that most of the things will go not in the expected direction. At the same time, I couldn't expect that lots of challenges that this year has brought to us will actually let us experience our company's values in action. That made us stronger as a team in Philip Morris Moldova. As strange as it may sound, difficult and uncertain times are a test of maturity, efficiency, and responsibility for any company and any employee. Fortunately for me, Philip Morris as a company has already been experiencing a real transformation supported by our organizational culture. But what is organizational culture? If you Google it, you will see many definitions. For example, shared beliefs and values that define our behaviors. In simple terms, it's all about what you say and what you do. And ideally, these two should match. To some extent, we in Philip Morris came prepared for the current crisis. We already had remote work and project-based approach. COVID has just accelerated many practices that the company had already begun to implement. The current crisis confirmed that the direction the company took many years ago is actually correct. In addition, these difficult and uncertain times have shaken us and made us to review what's important and to really feel what is trust, collaboration, and integrity. In March, when the number of cases increased, we in Philip Morris said that safety and well-being of our employees are a key priority for us. That's why we locked our office door and switched the majority of the team to a remote online cooperation. Technically, it went okay. We were prepared already in terms of our systems and digital tools. Before COVID, it appeared to be quite tempting to work from home dressed in pajamas. But in reality, psychologically, it became an extra mile and additional challenge for most employees, including myself. The boundaries between work and home have blurred. When you're switching from one virtual call to another, preparing lunch for your family, taking care of your kids, all these at the same time, it's extremely difficult not to feel overwhelmed and exhausted. We started to treat a simple, polite question, is it convenient to talk right now? Not as politeness, but as an essential ability to interact while your family members are moving around during your planned conference call. We said that it is fully okay to be offline if you need during working hours. We trust you, and there is no need to monitor how much hours you're actually online. We encouraged our colleagues to book time in their calendars for personal things so that we do not disturb them when they are, say, doing lessons with their kids or something else. And it is fully okay to say you are not able to join a meeting if you need to take care of family members at some point of time. Another thing I'm proud of is that we decided not to miss important events. So we celebrated birthdays online and baby showers online. Our sales team was playing Monopoly game online. We decided not to postpone any assignments, even international one. That is why we sent Uliana and her cat to Ukraine. It went quite abnormal. Instead of 1-hour flight to Kiev, like in old good times, we arranged a personal driver to the border from Moldova and then another one to Kiev. Our employee, who by the way delivered a perfect speech during last year's HR conference, Aneta, is now moving to Switzerland. We continued to hire people with online interviews and then virtual introduction to the team. For example, Ion's first working day coincided with the day when we had to fully close our office for a 2-week quarantine. Overall, we hired 12 new colleagues during this period of time. We also did not cancel our internship program called Smart Start. 5 students joined us, and it was amusing to meet new people then in the office whom we only heard and saw online. Likewise, we have not stopped emphasizing the professional and personal development of our employees. We continued the online training programs and provided employees with access to one of the most innovative language training applications called Rosetta Stone. We had the same empathic approach to our customers. Considering their needs, we extended the work hours of our customer care service so that anyone who has a problem can easily find a solution. We managed this task very well, and both customers and we were satisfied. The COVID-19 pandemic taught us many lessons, both professional and personal. Indeed, in a constantly changing world, you cannot be prepared for everything. But if you have a real organizational culture, meaning you do what you say and your employees share it, if you're not afraid to experiment and focus on innovations, you have big chances to overcome any problems. The era of sustainable planning is over. We live in times when flexibility and courageous visions are the pillars on which a company can grow. Simultaneously, we learn how to be more and more human. I encourage you to test as many ideas as possible, to do as many projects as possible, to believe in people, to help them grow and develop. They are the engine that moves any company forward. They are the true history makers of our times. Finally, I'm sure that nowadays companies' success is not driven exclusively by economic conditions, but by people united by common values. And based on my own experience, Moldovan people are the best example of how to maintain healthy optimism and drive success.